to the FIBA World Cup qualifiers held in Kingston, Jamaica. I have Coach Johnson and player Franco Miller with me. I'm going to kick off the press conference today with just your thoughts on tonight's game. Coach, why don't you go first?
No problem. Tough game, tough environment. We know this means a lot for Jamaica, having the World Cup here for the first time. So we know we were coming into an environment, a heavy environment, but I want to give my hats off to these guys. This guy next to me hit some big shots down the stretch. He led the team. He was the consummate leader tonight. Everybody that came off the bench in the fourth quarter contributed. And with 15 lead changes, the game could have gone either way. But the ball bounced our way. We made a few turnovers down the stretch that cost us a bit, but we were able to pull it off. And that's what counts. So just want to thank God for the win. And now we'll build on this success as we move on to play Puerto Rico later on this week.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Just piggybacking on what Coach said, I think it was a pretty tough game. We had to fight all game. 15 lead changes, the game could go either way. But basketball is like a game of runs. So, we just is trying to tell the guys stay in there and keep competing, and the game will take care of itself. Jamaica's a very good team. Kofi and Chase, they were creating a lot of problems for us in the first and second half. So we were just trying to limit them as much as we could. And, we came out with the win, so that was pretty big.
Awesome. Questions from the crowd, please?
Raise your hand. Hi, Coach. Kathia Davis. Question. You guys did a very good job at going from the three-point line. Was there a strategy that you decided that we're going to attack from the three-point line tonight?
It wasn't a direct strategy, but we focused a lot on shooting. We got a lot of shots up today at shoot-around, and the guys were shooting it really well. So we expected them to come out and do pretty well tonight, but the shots fell when they should have, and so we're happy for that.
Hi guys, Darnell from London. This is for you, Coach. So the Bahamas were down each quarter besides the last one. Talk to me about your mentality and what you were telling the team from quarters 1 to 3.
Like Franco said, in the first half, it was tough for us. Everything, they took some tough shots, but they fell. Chase was incredible in the first half. Kofi was beating us up down low, and so we had to make some adjustments. And after those adjustments were made, we got a few turnovers, led to some runouts, some key executions, and we came out with a win.
So, Coach, question. Coming up to this game, there was a lot of media and hype around what happened with Jamaica and Puerto Rico. How did that influence your preparation coming into this game?
Well, it didn't influence us. We control the controllables, and we can't control what we can't control. So we take ownership of what we can control and let the rest take care of itself.
I just got a question for you, Franco. Top scorer. Congratulations. That's a big deal considering, again, you guys came, you were losing for most of the quarters and you came up strong. Talk to me about your mentality going into the next game, being the top scorer and taking that win from Jamaica.
I just continue being aggressive and trying to, stack days and, be consistent with the things that I do on a daily basis. I think, like Coach Moses said, controlling the controllables and not really, worrying about external factors. So that's pretty much my mindset going into the next game.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the media? All good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right.
Hi everyone, Jamaica's turn. I have with me Coach Richard Turner and Chase Audige. We're going to kick off this session with just thoughts on tonight's game. Coach, you go first, please.
Just an incredible missed opportunity for us. You know, we worked really hard to put ourselves in a position to bring big-time basketball to Jamaica, and then to go out there and not really put our best foot forward is just super disappointing. But with that said, you know, the team we played, our opponent, was a really, really good basketball team. And we knew that coming into the game. We had a really good idea of what they were going to do, and they did it. And we didn't answer the call. So, you know, I mean, it's basketball, and there's ups and downs, but just the fact that we blew this opportunity in front of so many people is just a real disappointment.
Chase, go ahead.
I mean, I gotta agree. I think we all came into this game very excited. You know, the magnitude of just what this means for Jamaica and Jamaica basketball really, you know, we didn't take that lightly. And I think what Coach said is, I mean, nobody could deny that. It's a blown opportunity. We had multiple times in the game where we could have took the lead from 5 points to 7 points to 10 points, but just mistakes on defense, transition defense, you know, lack of communication, you know, lack of a lot of things, you know, just hurt us. And then in the end, you know, you just kind of leave the game up for grabs for whoever kind of makes plays at the end, and they made some really big plays. But, you know, I think, honestly, with that all being said, you know, this is a lot for all of us. And I take a lot of myself because, you know, I want to, you know, we all came here to make this happen, you know. And like Coach said, you know, there's a lot that goes into this. But, you know, I just got to give credit to the team and just, you know, we're going to figure this out as a team. You know, everybody here wants to win so bad. We know what it means, and we're just continuing to do everything we can do to make that happen.
Questions from the audience?
Thank you. Darnell from London. There's obviously a saying, defense wins games, and I know you guys mentioned, both of you mentioned it, that there was a lack of comms. Obviously, the defense at times was lacking. Talk to me about the gameplay going into Sunday. What are you guys? Are there going to be any significant changes, or you know, how are we going to focus on defense going forward?
I think we just got to get back to who we are. We really, when we were in Puerto Rico, we had a real bunker mentality, you know, like us against the world sort of thing. And, you know, I mentioned this to everybody pregame, at halftime, and before the game. It just was, for whatever reason, we just had a weird vibe today that it never felt like us. And when I say that, I mean, we played with a togetherness that allows us to overcome some of those mistakes. And one of the things in Puerto Rico that was really good was that communication. And tonight, it wasn't there. And it was really hard to try to find how to push the right buttons. You know, I'll tell you this, Joel Bailey came in off the bench and gave us a huge shot of energy, and from the defensive end and on the offensive end, and that lit a spark for us, but then it kind of went away. And so I don't know, I can't tell you why, but we need to get it figured out before the 5th ranked team in the world comes in.
Yeah, Coach. In the first half, we had 30 points in the paint compared to 12 for Bahamas, and then that shifted to them ending with 44 overall and us 42. I know you mentioned communication. Was it more so on Bahamas' shift on strategy because they went a little bit cold from 3, or was it more down to us that we started to give up those points?
Well, we made a little bit of an adjustment and started switching the big to little screen with number 17, and they made us pay for that like 3 or 4 straight times down the floor. And then we readjusted, and I felt we were kind of okay after that. But at the end of the day, again, it just goes back to that we just didn't communicate. And one of our assistant coaches, mentioned the fact that we didn't play basketball. It was just simple. They weren't doing anything crazy. They were just executing, and we weren't doing anything to deny that execution.
Hi, this is a question for the player. Taz from KMG. So, how will you and your teammates plan to recoup to be prepared for the game on Sunday?
We just have to regroup. Film is a powerful tool. Watching the game over, seeing where we went wrong, as Coach said, on defense, with our energy, with things that we can control. And we just got to take it upon ourselves and not point fingers and point the finger back at ourselves and take accountability and just be better. I mean, there's no other thing. We came here to win. We all left wherever we was at to come here, and we just got to figure out how to do it. So.
No doubt about it. But we've put ourselves in a great position. Again, Chase has played basketball for a long time. I've coached basketball for a long time. We've lost games before. It's just, for me, I just didn't, like you said, I wanted to connect with the people. I didn't want their first taste to be bitter. And I hope it wasn't. I hope they had a good time. The game was an entertaining game. So I hope they come out on Sunday and let us try to prove ourselves again. And just believe that it can happen, and it will.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.